Hey everyone, quick update for the week ending Friday, June 6th. Hope everybody had a good week. Let's take a quick look at the markets and then we'll jump into my trades, starting with the S&P. So ES finished at 6010. SPX actually closed right at the big round, 6,000. It's kind of got rejected there a couple times back on the 19th or the 20th and then also on May 29th. Actually got there rejected there kind of a couple more times here the last couple days this week and then pushed right up to it. So we'll see if we can break out next week. All-time highs ES 61.66. All-time highs in SPX 61.47. So about 47 points away. Could do that Sunday night. Never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. So kind of a grind higher in all the indices. NQ also kind of pushed up to that same level on its chart. The Russell, similar, kind of pushed a little bit above that same consolidation area. And the Dow, very similar. Gold was up on Monday, sideways Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then fell today, while silver hit a new all-time high, $36.51 an ounce. At least that is all-time high on the continuous futures contract in silver. So silver showing some strength here. Notes and bonds, well, let's go to yield. 10-year yields was down a little bit earlier, down on Wednesday. Kind of recovered a little bit Thursday and then pop up today to finish right at 4.5. Oil up early Monday, sideways, and then up again today. Excuse me. Natural gas, kind of a similar action as oil, and then the grains all a little bit higher. Soybeans higher, wheat higher, corn a little bit more sideways into the week, but a little bit of an update today. And then the euro and the pound, pretty sideways as well, a little bit of a grind higher. And then Bitcoin finished the week a little above 105,000, which is basically right where we started the week, even after the dip yesterday. So, and then volatility with VIX. VIX down over 9% today. We are back in the 16 handle, which we haven't seen these lows in VIX since February 21st was the last time we were in the 16s. So seeing some really big vol contraction, especially today after the NFP report, and then continued price action throughout the day. All right, so that's the markets. Let's take a quick look at my trades. A little bit of a red week for me, and kind of a light week of trading. Price action iron condors minus 2,300 had three stop outs here that put me into the red. One DTEs, I had one winner and then two losers. This one today was kind of a dumb trade. It was a discretionary trade that I put on later in the day. Had a big vol contraction overnight, so I didn't put one on at the open, which would have worked much better. But anyway, I took a loss on that, so minus 5,200 in this category. British iron condors, 4 out of 5 days were green, but Thursday was a pretty decent sized red, so it ended up basically a scratch on my BIX. One Mahomes trade today plus 1,600. Calendars, just did a couple of 6-7 put calendars. My first one was up over 1,000. Didn't take it off. In fact, I added another one, so I ended up with a little scratch on the week for those two. Transformers, just one DTE iron condor transformed. Hit minimum profit plus 210. No option selling. And then day trades pretty flat as well. Minus 219 on the week. I do have an open trade in Hood that I've booked half of. And so that's a pretty decent winner. And then this Bitcoin was also a swing trade, not actually a day trade. That was minus 2,900. But so as far as actual day trades, a little bit green. But I just include those. I don't do them very often, but these swing trades, I just a couple of them in Hood and Bitcoin. One loser, one winner. And then lastly, my other category, which is typically like an earnings trade. This was an earnings trade in CrowdStrike. that ended up being a $475 loser. So that is my week. Next week, we've got a couple things. We've got CPI and PPI. Nothing Monday, nothing Tuesday, CPI pre-market Wednesday, PPI pre-market Thursday, and then consumer sentiment and inflation expectations 30 minutes after the market opens on Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.